Now let's talk about the nature of the market. Now, the nature of the market is that the markets are inherently random and uncertain. So dito pa lang, masabi na natin na there is no certainty, right? There is no certainty sa market. Kasi if babalikan natin yung financial market theories natin, there is a what we call the random walk theory, which suggests that the markets are inherently random and that it becomes uncertain and no one can predict the price 100% of the time simply because it is influenced by different factors. And one of it is political, diba? Or there are so many factors that you have to consider, diba? I mean, if you think about it, there are billions of people trading in the market. And if there are billions of people trading in the market, then what are the odds na pare-parehas kayo ng perception, di ba? And that the markets are unpredictable, di ba? Especially the short-term outcomes. You cannot predict exactly what would gonna be the price is or what the price is gonna be doing. And that patterns express probability, not guarantees. Di ba? Kasi nga, again, the markets are random and uncertain. So we are only basing on probability, not guarantees. So kung ngayon pa lang you are thinking that the market has certainty or that you're gonna be right all the time, then maybe this profession is not for you. I may be harsh, yes, but the market is harsher. Because if you're not gonna be accepting that trading is not something that you're gonna be right all the time, then ngayon pa lang, much better for you to leave this profession. Because in trading, we have to accept our losses. And that losses occur even with correct analysis. Diba? Kasi nga, the market is inherently random and uncertain. You cannot control the perception of every other traders that is trading in the market. You cannot control kung ano yung itatrade nila. Diba? We cannot control or we cannot 100% correctly predict the market. So, what do we do? Or what should be gonna be doing? Kasi nga, the market is uncertain, di ba? And we cannot control what the price would be. And the only or one of the things that we can do is to accept uncertainty instead of resisting it. Di ba? Kasi if you will accept uncertainty and that you will accept that there are gonna be times that you're gonna be losing in the market, it's also one of the way that you can become a consistently profitable trader. Kasi the more na nire-resist nyo siya or the more na nilalabanan nyo siya, tinatry nyong i-beat yung market, di ba? The more na mag-i-spiral lang siya, right? And it's gonna become a habit. And the more you resist it, the more that the market will teach you na it's not predictable. I mean, 100% predictable. So you have to accept the uncertainty, the times that you're gonna be losing in the market, and that you have to stop seeking control where none exists. Kasi nga, we cannot control the market and we are only basing on probabilities. And that we have to shift our focus from outcome to process, diba? Now, this is one of the things that you have to, or that we have to emphasize on. Kasi nga, most of the traders focus on the outcome of the trade, diba? We are thinking na, if manalo tayo on this particular trade, we're gonna be earning dollars, right? Lots of dollars. So, ang nangyayari is, naka-focus tayo doon sa mag-gain natin rather than what we're gonna be learning, diba? On probably what the market is gonna be teaching us. So, we have to shift that outcome base to process base. Kasi nga, the market rewards those who respect the process. And we have to align our behavior with market reality. Diba? The market is uncertain, so you have to align, or you have to accept that losses will come your way. Kasi if you won't align those behavior, if you will continue in resisting it, again, magi-spiral lang yan. Diba? And lastly is that you have to let go. Diba? And I'm sure probably some of you here are having a hard time letting go. Diba? But if you would be able to learn how to let go of your trade, how to let go of the outcome, then that's gonna be one of your edge in the market. Kasi in the market, by letting go of the outcome, by accepting that you're gonna be losing most of the time, and that there is no certainty sa market, but only uncertainty, you're gonna go through a long way. Diba? Kasi the market rewards those who can accept that they're gonna be, or there gonna be times that they're gonna lose. Diba? And since we are talking about the letting go, let's emphasize sa art of letting go. Diba? The art of letting go suggests that you have to let go of the need to be right. Diba? Kasi the more that we are trying to beat the market, the more that we are trying to be right all of the time, or most of the time, it becomes a habit, diba? Ngayon, if it becomes a habit, it will backfire, diba? Kasi nga, gusto natin tama tayo, diba? Na kapag sinabi natin na bababa tong market, eh bababa na siya. So, ang tendency, kapag umakyat siya, masakit para sa atin, diba? And it breaks our ego. Diba? Kasi nga, gusto natin tama tayo palagi. So, ang tendency, once na nagkamali tayo, nagkakaroon tayo ng overtrading, or we are trying to beat the market by creating or taking another trade just because we want to prove that we are right. So, ang tendency, nag-overtrade tayo and nabibreach yung account natin. And you have to let go of individual trade outcomes. Kasi nga, di ba, trading is based on a consistent execution sa sample size. So ngayon, a bad trade does not equate to a consistently or inconsistently profitable trader. Diba? Just because you had a bad trade doesn't mean that the next trade or the next 100 trades is gonna be bad as well. So you have to let go of those individual trade outcomes. Kasi nga, we are basing on sample size. We are basing on our edge sa market. So if we are basing on our edge sa market, then you have to let go doon sa individual trade outcomes. Kasi if you won't be able to let go of those individual trade outcomes, then how do you think you're gonna be reaching enough sample size para mag-show up yung edge mo, di ba? You have to let go of emotional attachment to profit or loss. Now, I know it seems exciting na nakakakita tayo ng green or probably ng profit sa trade natin, di ba? Especially when it's going up or going down, di ba? Kasi nga, we are seeing money in front of us. We are seeing na we are earning in front of us. But you have to understand that you have to let go of those emotional attachment to profit and loss. Kasi nga, the more that you are attaching yourself to those things na nakikita mo, the more that you are attaching yourself to profit, the more na nagiging greedy tayo or the more na bumabalik tayo sa umpisa. Kasi nga, we are caring about the profit. So if we will care about, if we will attach ourselves to profit, it's gonna be hard for us. Kasi nga, ang nangyayari is that nagkakaroon tayo ng mixed emotions, di ba? Mixed emotions. Kasi pwedeng mangyari, umakit yung price, and then nagpo-profit tayo, and then onting bagsak lang ng price, sabihin natin na baka bumagsak na to, di ba? So, tendency, mag-out na tayo. But, since nandito yung take profit natin, let's say, umakit pa yung price, once na umakit dyan, nagbenta na tayo rito, ano ngayon mangyayari? Di ba? Manghihinayang tayo and probably bawiin natin siya sa next trade. Which is one of the things that we don't want to or we want to prevent, di ba? One of the things that we want to avoid. Kasi nga, we are attaching ourselves sa profit or probably sa loss. And you have to let go of control over randomness. Di ba? Kasi nga, you cannot control randomness. You cannot control uncertainty. Di ba nga uncertain? Which means you don't have or you don't know what's gonna be happening. You don't know what will happen. So if you will still continue to control the randomness, if you will still control or if you will still try to beat the market, then again, mag-spiral lang yan. And you will just go back to who you are. Now, you have to commit to execution and not prediction. You have to let go of these things and commit to execution rather than prediction. Kasi again, the market is uncertain. And since the market is uncertain, we cannot predict 100% that we're going to be right all the time. That the market will play out the way we want it to. So, if we will commit to execution despite losing, despite everything that's gonna be happening, despite na hindi pa nag-show up yung edge natin, then you're gonna go through a long way. You're gonna go a long way in this profession. Okay? Because our job as traders is to identify high probability opportunities. Diba? And we cannot identify those high probability opportunities if sa first place pa lang, hindi na natin ma-accept yung losses natin. If we are blinded by our cognitive bias. Diba? So, ang tendency is nagiging bulag tayo sa mga opportunities sa market. So, we have to rewire our brains to change our habits in order for us to be able to identify high probability opportunities. And then we have to execute our trades according to plan, because that is the job of a professional trader, to execute their trades according to plan. Diba? Hindi yung andito yung stop loss mo and then minove mo rito nung lumalapit na yung price. And then nung lumapit na ulit, minove mo rito. Diba? So those things could take out your whole account just because of those decisions. Diba? So if you don't want or if you want to be a consistently profitable trader, and if you don't want to continue on being inside the spiral of losing and losing, then you have to execute your trades according to your plan. And you have to think and act like a professional trader. Now you have to manage your risk consistently, because again, the market is uncertain and there are times that we're gonna be losing. And one way to control those things is to manage our risk consistently. Diba? And we would be able to manage those risks if dito pa lang hindi na natin i-move yung stop loss natin. Diba? Because the very first thing that you need as a newbie or as a rookie, as someone who is new to the market, is to protect your capital. Diba? Kasi once you protect your capital, you would still be able to trade. Diba? Makapag-trade pa tayo. And since we are basing nga sa sample size and probability, then you have to trade and trade and trade for your edge to show up. Diba? So, kung wala na tayong capital, dahil hindi natin siya minanage, hindi natin pinrotektahan, then how do you think your edge will show up? Diba? So, you have to protect your capital first. And you have to follow the process regardless of the outcome. Kasi again, we have to emphasize that there would be times na you're gonna be losing in this trade or in this profession. And it may be hard for you to accept those losses or those outcomes, but the more that you accept it, the more that you're gonna be, or the more that you are voting for yourself to become a consistently profitable trader. And with all of those things, you are shifting your identity. Diba? Kasi nga, you don't wanna become, or you don't wanna continue being inside this spiral of losses. So, since you don't want to continue those things, and you have, or you are ready to accept that losses is part of the game, then you are setting yourself for the identity shift. That you are becoming a risk manager. From predictor to risk manager. That you are coming from outcome focus to becoming a process focus. Diba? And that you are setting yourself from control to acceptance. Accepting that losses are part of the game and that you're gonna be losing all or most of the time. Diba? Especially if you are a newbie or you are starting out in the market. And that there is no certainty, but only probability. And that from avoiding of losses to acceptance of losses, which is very important, diba? Kasi by accepting our losses, we are shifting our identity. Because we are inherently wired wrong, diba? But those things are not our fault. Kasi Probably it's because of the environment that we grew up in, and probably the habits that we built along the way bago pa tayo pumasok sa market, diba? But even though those things are not our fault, it is our responsibility to rewire our brain, to train it to think in probabilities, and to act with discipline to control our impulses. Diba? It's our responsibility to shape our identity. It's our responsibility to change so that in order for us to become who we want to be in the future, is that we have to sacrifice our current self. Diba? And this rewiring turns instinct into strategy, fear into patience, and emotion into consistent execution, transforming the natural flaws in our wiring into an edge in the market. Because the holy grail in the market is not every strategy out there. The holy grail strategy in the market is you, diba? The one who are consistently executing a trade despite losing, diba? The one who follows his plan or her plan despite losing. And it might be hard to accept your losses, diba? Especially if you are starting out. But you have to understand that those things are the process that you have to go through in order to become who you want to be.